everyone, it's Sophia here. I hope you're all doing well today. So in this pick a card reading, we're going to be looking at their current feelings towards you. So this could be about a romantic partner, a situationship, a friendship, a family member. If you want to know how someone feels about you, keep on watching. Now, all I need you to do is choose one of these 4 piles. Feel free to pause the video here whilst you make your choice. Just use your gut instinct and your intuition to lead you to the pile for you. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. Okay, so let's get straight to group number 1. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 1, and I can never remember the name of this lovely sparkly crystal, but please let me know, anyone in the comments who knows what this is. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so let's take a look at your messages. So, when it comes to their feelings, group 1, they definitely have them, okay? So that's the first thing I can see there. If you're wondering, do they even have any feelings for me anymore? Yes, they do. With the 9 of Cups here, I feel like they have very deep feelings for you. But I feel like they're in a position where they're not expressing that to you. They're keeping that very close to their chest. And, well, that makes sense because you're here wondering how they're feeling. So they definitely have very deep feelings for you. But I sense that this is something that may have been quite cyclical. You could have been in an on and off situation with this person because we've got unfinished symphony. So something about this is unfinished in their eyes. And they feel like things aren't done yet between the two of you. They don't have that closure. And they have a lot of passion with the Tower card. I feel like they're very physically attracted to you, and emotionally they're attracted to you as well. But in their action, I feel like they're being very passive. So they may be in a very self-motivated place at this time where they're focused on more so themselves. It may be that that is where they are putting all of their time and attention into, is what's going on with them rather than you right now. But the feelings are very strong and they're intense. So with the Tower, this could be attraction, but this can also be anger. It can be passion, arguments, excitement, but certainly you ignite something within them. Okay, so there's no passive feelings for you, that's for sure. Perspective, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So it may be that they're changing their perspective on things with you. They may be thinking that they need to zoom out rather than zoom in. So it may be that there were small details about your connection that caused big arguments. It may be that they are now taking some time to raise up and look at this from a higher perspective. And I feel like they need this time because we've got wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. So they need this space at the moment so they can miss you, so they can realize the strength of their feelings for you. But I feel like they're in quite a dark place right now, and you may be noticing silence from them. But I sense that this isn't just you that they're being silent with. I do sense that they are kind of pushing everyone else aside at the moment. It may not always appear that way, especially if they're posting a lot on social media, etc. But I just feel like with this person, they're going through something quite deep and they're going through some kind of awakening here. And I sense that they're dreaming very, very vividly about you. And this is maybe confusing them a little bit. They're not really sure whether their dreams are reflecting how they really feel, but it's certainly triggering something within them, I sense. Okay, we've got the palm reading card here. So let's see what this says. Crosses on the palm. So you can take this literally. You can take a look at your hands when I'm reading through this and see if it, literally makes sense. But if not, it may be the message that comes through that is more figurative that will make more sense to you. Okay, so crosses on the palm are formed when 2 lines intersect. These have various meanings depending on their location on the palm. A cross touching the destiny line indicates the potential for an accident. A cross touching the lifeline indicates the likelihood of home and family difficulties. Weesh. Okay. A cross on the Mount of Jupiter, created by two minor lines, shows that you are ready to move in a new direction. This frequently involves a partner, but can also be related to self-awareness and spiritual growth. So yes, some of this may make sense for you. And I know we're looking at their feelings for you, but sometimes the energies can get a little bit muddled up here. However, I feel like this message is meant for both of you. I sense that they are taking the time to be more self-aware. They're going through this growth and potential spiritual transformation here. And with them moving in a new direction, I feel like that is what they want. They don't want to go backwards. They want to go forwards. Okay, and whether that's with you or without you, at this time, they don't want to go back to what was. However, as I said, we've got the unfinished symphony, so they don't feel like this is finished. So if that's something that you're also wondering, whether you're going to reunite or whether they still want anything to do with you, I do feel yes, they do. They do want something, but they want things to change. They don't want to go back to how things were, especially if this was a rocky situation, a tower moment in the negative, where there were explosive or unexpected changes or in temperament. But I feel like there's the combination. There's just a lot of fire here. So there could be strong Aries coming through, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We do also have water here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you or your person may resonate with those signs in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, north or south node. But either way, it just feels like there is, a lot of fire when it comes to their feelings for you. Now, I also see the number 10 here. Then we've got 16. So those numbers might be important to you. They might be specific dates that you met this person, or a date that you might come back together. It could be also a time frame, as in maybe 10 days from now, or 10 to 15, 16 days, you may hear from them, or you may notice a change in your connection in the way that they're acting towards you. But it may be that you're very much drawn to those numbers. So in numerology, the 10 could be either 1 or 10, and 16 would be number 7, okay? Which shows that this is a spiritual connection, or there is some spiritual alignment with the two of you. And that makes sense with the dreaming as well. So you might be dreaming about them too. You may be dream traveling towards one another. So that is the potential there as well. But there could be a telepathic connection or an empathic connection where you're picking up on their feelings and their emotions and taking them on as your own. Again, reversing energy, this might be how they're feeling. But I feel that that's quite a reciprocal energy, and you both pick up on how each other is feeling. And with the number 1 and then the number 10, number 1 means a new beginning, and number 10 means reaching completion, okay? Reaching that final stage. If you think 1 is the very start, say if you're writing a book, number 1 would be coming up with the idea for the book and implementing that. So maybe taking pen to paper, writing that first word. And then the number 10 in finality would be publishing. Once the book has been published and released out to the public to buy. So it feels like there's quite a long journey for the two of you. And I'm sensing that there is a new start on the horizon for the two of you. But only time will tell. And I hope that this does make sense for you, Group 1. And please let me know down in the comments below if it does. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 2 and the kyanite crystal, let's see, how is your person feeling about you now? Okay. Okay, so when it comes to their feelings about you, there is a lot of a mix of emotions that's coming through here with this person. It does feel a little confusing, if I'm honest with you, because I'm seeing all of this building here with building blocks and the 7 of coins, which is all about working and putting in that consistent effort to build something here. So for some of you, this might be how they are feeling about you, that they want to put the work in, they want to put the time and the effort in. But for others of you, this might be that that's where they're putting their time and attention. It might be their job, their career. They might be working on their finances, okay, or even very literally renovating, building, moving homes. Sometimes there'll be more than one storyline that comes through. And, there's a lot of people that watch these readings, so it is what it is. Sometimes it's one clear message, sometimes it's more than one. So if it's more than one, I'll let you know. And that's how I'm feeling. And I feel for you, group 2, that you'll know which way round it is. You'll know if this person is making an effort with you. Okay? And for a lot of you, I feel like that's not really the case, because if they were, you may not be here. Okay? But there's clearly a reason you're drawn to this reading regardless. Okay? But I definitely feel that this person wants to put in the effort into something. Okay, now over here we've got the 3 of Swords reversed and then the Death card. 3 of Swords shows that there's something that was very painful, okay, that they experienced with you. And whether they were the one that inflicted the pain or they're the one that experienced the pain at the hands of the relationship, they seem to be over that. So whether they're over the pain or they're over the guilt, okay, of the pain that they caused, I do feel part of them wants to finish something. With the Death card, it does show some kind of severance or an ending. Now, it's not to say that they have no feelings for you or that they're completely done with you, but, I have to be honest with what I see. And if death comes out, it does signify an ending. But with endings come new beginnings. So I do feel like their feelings have gone through some kind of a transformation lately. I'm seeing a lot of feminine energy in this reading. So whether you're the divine feminine watching this and that's coming through here, whether your person is a divine feminine, but it may be as well that your person is being very closely connected to a mother figure right now. So whether this is their actual mother, their grandmother, an auntie, a female friend or a colleague, or someone that is very nurturing and mother-like to them, that is giving them some advice because they are confused, okay? This is not a cut and dried situation. I feel like there's a lot of factors to why they're feeling the way that they're feeling. And they do seem to be a little bit all over the place. And this may be why they're putting all their attention into work right now. Okay, again, if this is not them putting in the action towards you here. But I still feel, even if they are putting in the action towards you, group 2, this doesn't negate all of this other energy of them feeling confused and the severing. Okay. Now, it may be they feel like you're over this situation. For some of you, it could have been a third-party situation, someone else involved, a love triangle. But for others of you, it may be more so about intrusive, negative thoughts. So they may have been suffering with some anxieties, and I feel like that's got in the way between your connection, between the two of you. But we've got a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So I do feel like they are wanting to change. I think they want to change their life. I'm not seeing a lot of self-awareness though, if I'm honest, at this time. I feel like they're very detached when it comes to their real feelings and their thoughts. They seem to be pushing them aside, but it may be because some of them are too painful for them. But I just get the sense they're not happy right now. They're not happy in their life. They're not content or fulfilled. And this is having this negative impact on your connection. So it may even be they feel unsatisfied in their career. And this is now having a knock-on effect on their relationship with you. Now we've got this palm reading card here. Now, I always say sometimes you can take it literally. Feel free to look at your hand. I know we're talking about their feelings, but some messages may be for you as well. So feel free to take a look at your hand while we're doing this, see if this makes sense. But a lot of the time, it's more figurative rather than literal. So we've got the simian crease. This is created when the heart and head line become a single line. Therefore, your logic and emotions become intertwined. This indicates you have a complex emotional life. Yeah, there we go. Yes, so definitely a complex load of feelings that they have right now. So yeah, it is not straightforward at all. And we have the number 50 there as well. And in numerology, that's the number 5. And the number 5 means big change, okay? Or that their feelings are going through a lot of changes right now for you. We do also have the number 28, okay? We add those two together, creates the number 10. Now, those numbers may resonate with you. We also have the number 3. So the number 3, the number 5, and the number 10. It may be that one of you have a birthday on that date. It may be that you met or started speaking on those dates. It may be that you'll get some kind of closure on this situation in those timescales, 3 days, 3 weeks. Okay, so I just thought I'd let you know those are the numbers that have come through. Okay, now I haven't pulled an extra card for the other piles as of yet, but I just feel drawn to draw one more card for you, group 2. Their feelings. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. Yes, I'm just not seeing any water here. I'm not seeing the emotions that I need. We're just not seeing the emotions here, are we? Okay, we've got no cups here. So as I said, it's not to say that they don't have these feelings. And because I feel like they do, but I feel like they're pushing them down. And they're in a place where they're quite reserved and they've got their wall up. You know, if you look at this image of the lady, she sat behind where you could say either a glass wall or it could be ice, okay, wall of ice. So this may be how they're feeling right now, but at the same time, they are still keeping an eye on you. See how she's got one eye open? So even though they may not be giving much to you right now, they are still very much into you, okay? So they haven't forgotten about you. And so it's not to say that just because there's no emotional feelings that they're showing you doesn't mean that they don't feel them. But I just feel that they are protecting their energy right now. And for some of you, they may even feel like they're protecting you from themselves. Okay, that might be quite a specific message for someone there. But yeah, I just feel like they know that they're not in the best of places and they can see the effects that it's having on you. So they're kind of pulling away, sitting back a little bit and observing rather than taking action. But I also sense with this that they are still open to communication with you. So either that they want to start up communication or they want to continue communication with you, regardless of what's going on here. But that will be your call to make. You may not want to keep up the communication if they're not willing to give you the depth of a connection that you are seeking right now. Okay, so I do hope that this resonates for you, group 2, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 3 and the selenite cube, let's see how they are feeling towards you. Okay, wow, group 3. Your person, I feel like they're hiding right now. I definitely get the sense with some of you that they are stalking you. Stalking your social media. I would hope stalking your social media rather than in person, because in person is, well, much more threatening. But I don't feel like this is a threatening energy at all. I think that they've got a bit of a crush on you, actually. That's what it feels like. So I'm not sure if some of you have had much with this person, or if you have, it does feel like it's more superficial. And not to say that either of you are superficial in your feelings, but I almost get the sense that that's how it comes across, that neither of you either have expressed how you really feel or have taken it to the next level. And I get the sense here that they are wearing some kind of a mask and they're in a protective mode here. I feel like they are a little bit afraid or maybe even intimidated by you. Yeah, I definitely get that sense with you, group 3, that they feel intimidated by your power, by your beauty, by possibly your wealth as well. For some of you, if you are well off in that way, and whether, like I said, that's in terms of money, in terms of your appearance, in terms of your personality and your confidence. But yeah, definitely something about your strength makes them feel a little bit insecure, makes them doubt themselves slightly. So it may even be that you turn them down or that you gave off that vibe here. But I mean, I don't feel like that's how you actually feel, but I just sense that, you know, there's a lot of kind of either not game playing necessarily, but just, yeah, not being honest with one another out of being afraid of potential rejection. We've got truth be told. So, and you can see the mask that is there as well. So yeah, I feel like they want to tell you the truth. I feel like they want to be more honest with you, but they might be struggling because we've got loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So for some of you, this might be what they're going through right now. They may have some addictions. Now, this could be to a substance, to food, to alcohol. It can also be codependency in relationships. They might be dependent or quite needy in that sense. It may also be gambling, okay? Or anything that they're doing to excess that they're not doing in moderation. It might be something that they are having issues with. Now, it may even be that that was a deal breaker for you. Maybe they smoke and you dislike that they smoke. And that's something they're now having to try to battle and work through here, okay? Again, it could be any number of things. But we do have Temperance, which is the card of Sagittarius. And we do have earth signs as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So again, you may resonate with those signs. They may also as well, but don't have to though. But yeah, so I do feel like they are trying to find balance and moderation in what they're doing and how they feel about you. But yeah, I just see this and feel this nervous energy with them. Now, sometimes this can go into overdrive. And it can turn into possessiveness, jealousy, controlling behaviors stemming from fear of being left, fear of being rejected. Okay, and so if someone is going through that and they have low self-esteem, then they will hold on to something even tighter out of fear of them losing it. But what can actually happen is it can actually cause them to lose it anyway because they're holding on too tightly. And I get the sense that you need freedom, you need space to be able to move, and that might be how they see you as well. Even though I feel like they see you as someone that is very grounded and secure and confident in themselves, but also that, yeah, you need time and you need space to explore. So it may have been that they tried to rush things through with you a little bit. And it may even be in their own mind, okay? But they may think that you try to rush them as well. Again, flip the energy if it makes more sense. If they're the ones that come across that they need a lot of freedom, okay? That might be something they're thinking about in their considerations and their feelings for you. And with Sagittarius, the Temperance card, Sagittarius is very social and seems to know everybody and is a lot of fun and just likes to go with the flow and is quite flexible. So I do feel like that could be how they're feeling in their feelings for you, that their feelings are quite flexible at this time. Nothing is yet set in stone is what I'm sensing. Okay, so let's take a look at the palmistry card. Now, some of this may be very literal in your own hands or in their hands. I know that you don't have their hands right now to look, or maybe you do, who knows, right? But it may be more that the message is more figurative in how it resonates. So let's see what it says. Lines of the palm. Each palm is different and carries a variety of shapes and lines. These can change and disappear over time. The more lines, the more emotional you are. Few lines indicate you have a practical, physical spirit. Fine lines are a sign of creativity and intellectualness, whereas deep and wide lines make someone with strong likes and dislikes. And what strikes me about this message here is the variety, and these can change and disappear over time. So I feel like their feelings for you have been evolving over some time. Yeah, I definitely feel like things have been changing for you. And that, again, that makes sense with Sagittarius, again, being a very flexible, it's mutable fire. So it is the most flexible of all of the fire signs. So I feel like maybe even their feelings have been quite malleable, and maybe they weren't interested at first, or maybe they feel like there's no way that they could get someone of your caliber. But that may have also changed, and they may think, actually, I'm better than I thought I was, and maybe I can get this person. Maybe I am good enough, okay? But I definitely feel like that's something that they're questioning right now. They're questioning their own self-worth and wondering, are they okay? Are they right for you? And, will you accept them ultimately? They really want your acceptance and your approval, group 3. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Yeah, so this is where I feel like they are keeping that eye on you. They are looking beyond the curtain. And for some of you, I actually feel like they might be talking to readers, tarot readers, about this situation with you, asking for advice. So they may come to these readings, pick a card readings, or they may go to a specific tarot reader. But if they're not into that kind of thing, it may be that they are asking advice from other people, or asking other people about you, trying to get information about you, or trying to get a good word put in with you, if that makes sense. Like trying to connect with a mutual friend of yours to see if they can, put a good word in for them about you. So yeah, that is potential there. But as I said, if that's not the case and they're not actually speaking to people specifically, I do feel they're keeping a very close eye on you at this time. And now I'm not seeing specific emotions here because we've got no cups. So cups represent the emotions, but it's not to say that they don't have them. But like I said, it feels more like this is the beginning stages of a connection. Now, if this was a connection that you have been up and down in, and you've been connected before, this feels very new. Okay, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of old energy here. It feels like a brand new beginning. And it feels like maybe things are just about to get started, okay? But at the moment, I feel like it's still not in the most confident of energies. So I feel like they're trying to find that balance within themselves, and they may be trying to work on their addictions, okay? Or whatever they feel that may have been unhealthy or that they weren't doing in moderation. And now it may even be about you and their feelings as well. It may be that once upon a time they were obsessed or very much into you, and whether it was reciprocated or not, they felt like it was unhealthy. So they're working on finding that balance now, and they know that there needs to be the reciprocal feelings and action. So yeah, I feel like for the moment they're in this passive state where they're just taking a step back and they're working on themselves, and they're learning how to become more self-aware. And I do feel like they realize they need to be upfront and honest with you, because that's something that you really respect and appreciate. So they do understand that about you, but they are just going through some changes right now. And we have the number 14 there, and then we have the number 9. So in numerology, we've got the number 10, which has come up quite a lot today, actually. And then we have the number 5. So 5 represents a change. So yeah, I do feel like their feelings are going through some kind of a change when it comes to you. And then with the number 10, this could mean that they are reaching this stage of feeling like they want something more stable, something that is secure and safe. I feel like they're really craving that safe place with you. And I feel like they really want a relationship as well. However, it may be, especially again with Sagittarius energy, that they are also wanting to be free. They're not ready to make any specific moves on you or anyone else right now. They may be more of the energy of going with the flow, because I feel like when they tried to structure things too much, that's when things didn't go to plan for them. So I feel like they're getting into a place of being a bit more lighthearted with things. So it may be that they ask you out to go on a few dates or something. But just to let you know, it may be that they are dating other people as well. But they're trying to dilute their energy, I feel like, by dating more than one person. So they don't get so invested in just one person and end up potentially being hurt. So it may be that they're trying to spread themselves a little bit more thinly just now until they feel like they're in a more stable place. But ultimately, I feel like the stable relationship is truly what they want. And, they have a very high regard for you, group 3. So you certainly made a really positive impact on them. So much so that they want to be a part of your life. I just feel like it's going to take a bit more time for them to gather the confidence to approach. So let me know down in the comments below if this does resonate for you, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 4 and the rose quartz. How are they feeling about you? Love that first card, time for a nap. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through. So I feel like the two of you have had something in the past, because we've got the Wheel of Fortune there reversed. So I feel like there was history, there was a connection that you shared, and I do feel like they're thinking about that right now and thinking about going backwards, okay? With the Five of Wands, I feel like there may have been some conflicts between the two of you, or a recent argument. Now, this doesn't have to be between the two of you. It might be something that they are going through externally. But either way, it's having a knock-on effect on their feelings for you and how they show you their feelings. Okay? Now, it may also be that they feel like they're having to fight for you, or they're having to fight for this relationship. Okay? But again, this could be your energy. Sometimes the energies get mixed. So if you feel like it's the other way around, always just reverse it. Okay? Now, for some of you, this person could have been juggling here, juggling more than one person, and they could still be juggling more than one person. I definitely feel like there are other people involved in your relationships in some way. So whether there have been mutual friends and maybe there has been an argument, or whether you've worked together and there's an issue there with colleagues, or whether there was another love interest that came into the picture that caused this ruckus right here. But I feel like they are trying to juggle and balance quite a lot in their life right now. And they may be taking a nap on this situation with you. They may be thinking, I need to take some time out before making any decisions here. Because, yeah, it does feel like it's been very tense. So we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So for some of you, they may be feeling like their trust has been broken. Okay? But again, reverse the energy. They may feel like you've broken the trust and they can no longer trust you at this time. But issues about trust and loyalty are certainly playing on their mind right now, group 4. And this is why they may be taking some time to stand back and slow down, because we have Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, time in nature. Okay, slow down. So I feel like they may even have wanted to slow this connection down in some way. Maybe it was moving faster than they would have liked, or that they were comfortable with. And they need to take some time out to just be by themselves and to connect with nature, especially because of all of this intense action energy here. I feel like they really are enjoying their solitude and their respite, okay? They seem to be quite exhausted. They really are. Yeah, definitely one of the heaviest readings, I would say, so far when it comes to their feelings about you. They certainly have a lot of passion, and I don't feel like things are over. If you were curious or wondering, are they done with me? No, I don't feel like that's the case, but they may still be holding on to some residual anger and resentment here, okay? Or again, it might be that they are afraid of your reaction to them, okay? For some of you, that could be the case. Now, let's take a look at the palmistry card. Some of this might be very literal, but of course, let's look at the message as more of a figurative message. So we've got right-hand dominance. If you are right-handed, this indicates you prefer practical and logical reasoning. You think things through and examine every detail before acting. You always follow the rules and never act out of turn. Be careful, as you may be tempted to relax your morals when pursuing a goal. Yes, so this may be their energy. They might be right-hand dominant. And I mean, I wouldn't take that all too seriously anyway, because I'm right-handed and I'm certainly not the most practical and logical person when it comes to reasoning. So, I feel like as we've evolved as human beings, that those things may not apply in the same way when it comes to sort of reading and writing. But it may also be that you were naturally, or they were naturally left-handed when they were born, but through conditioning that right hand is the right hand to use, it may be that changed, okay? And they felt like they needed to write with the right hand. But anyway, I digress about that situation. However, I feel like in terms of the overall message that is bringing to the reading is that they may be overthinking everything right now. And they're thinking about everything in a very logical and practical sense. But I don't feel like they're thinking with their heart or with their soul. They're thinking more so with their mind. And, that doesn't bode well in terms of them connecting with you on an emotional level right now. So I do feel like this might be the best time to give them that space. Okay, or to give yourself some space from this situation, because I feel like it really needs it right now. Okay, and your person certainly needs to take some time out to be on their own, to literally rest on the situation, to see if they can let something go here. Definitely issues of trust, okay, and loyalty have come up. And something has certainly been triggered either within them, or they have triggered something within you that has caused this conflict or this disagreement or this fighting energy. Again, either that they have to fight for you or that you have to fight for them. But I do get the sense for you, group 4, that they want to reconcile. Okay, they do want to go backwards and they do want to fix things with you. So if you were wondering, is this it? Is this over? No, I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's on pause right now whilst the dust settles from these disagreements or this anger or frustration, whatever this negative feeling. And well, it's not necessarily negative, but it's an instinctual feeling that they have within them. And because they don't feel like they're the most intuitive, or not that they're not intuitive, but they don't listen in that sense to their intuition or to their heart. They're very much a head person. They listen to their head and, they deal with the consequences after. But if they listen to their heart and soul more and their gut feeling, they may make some more healthier choices. But, that's a process they either have to go through, or this is just them. Some people will remain, in that logical and practical place, and that's okay. That's who they are. It's as long as they're using their energy in the best way and they're not allowing themselves to be tempted by things that feel immoral in some way. In terms of lying, in terms of cheating, or in terms of not being honest. For some of you, this could even be that they are so passive, okay, that it causes you to feel angry, okay? Maybe you said something to them, excuse me, as I say that, my throat is going, throat chakra, activation. So it may be that they said something that ignited a fire within you, and then they shut you off, cut you off, and that can be very infuriating. Excuse me. It can be infuriating if you want to have an open conversation with someone and then they're completely ignoring you or blocking you, refusing to deal with the conflict or the confrontation. And I understand a lot of people don't like confrontation. Well, I guess not many people actually enjoy it, but it is a necessary part of life sometimes. And this might be something that causes a lot of frustration within them, okay? But it could cause the frustration within you, okay? But I just feel like your person right now is putting that wall up. But I don't feel like it's going to be up there for very long. So it may just take them a few days or a couple of weeks for them to settle into what they're thinking and feeling before they try to make a move to make this happen again and to start again with you. So I do hope that this makes sense for you, group 4, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.